When it's your turn for jury duty, there are a few things you may want to know before you get seated on a case. David Green from the law firm of Green & Phillips is here to shed some light on this important topic. You say that there's important information that the jury is not allowed to know in a trial. What is that?
Well, I'll tell you what, you're not allowed to speak about insurance. You can't tell people when you're standing in front of the jury, hey, by the way, this defendant is insured. And in our cases, about 99% of the time, if we're at trial, there's going to be insurance that's going to pay for any damages. A lot of times defense lawyers come up and they say, well, gosh, this individual, this is a 21-year-old person, and they can't really say the financial position of the person, but they make you feel that these people are going to have to pay out of their own pocket. And that is just very far from the case. Very, very unusual that an individual would have to pay themselves. 9 times out of 10, an insurance company's paying.
So why is that important information to know?
Well, sympathy, there's no place for sympathy in the courtroom. That's what a judge will tell you. Both sides try to work it to where you can say, well, my poor client or my poor individual here is hurt or not hurt, and that's what a defense lawyer would say. But basically, there's a general rule out there, and it's a fair rule that says you cannot bring this information up. But it's good to know that if you're on jury duty and they start asking questions about, do you have this type of insurance or do you have that type of insurance, that should be a trigger that, you know what, there's probably insurance with that company for this case. So
just to clarify, does anyone besides the defendant know for sure if there is insurance?
Absolutely. Both sides know. Okay. We know from the time we file the case, we're not going to file a case generally. There are very few unusual situations where we would file a case where there was not insurance. Most of the time, if we're there and we filed a case, there is insurance.
Now, there's a chance, too, that the defendant's lawyer may actually work for the insurance company?
Absolutely. They are hired by the insurance company. In most cases, they're representing the individual, but they are hired by the insurance company.
All right, so why is the jury not allowed to know if there is insurance?
Well, that's a general rule, and it's one of these situations where the rules are the rules and we need to play by them. But we want to make sure that folks understand that if you're on a jury, you have the ability to listen to the facts, make a decision on the facts, and award money if you think that the plaintiff is entitled to money.
This is a difficult situation for all parties involved. If anyone has some questions or are not sure what they can and can't say, would they be able to reach out to y'all?
Glad to do it. Come by 51 North Florida Street or call us at 300-2000 anytime.
All right, sounds good, David. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for the invitation.